Eugene, you do know there's a window down there, so if that one of them wanted to, they could get in down there.
I'm under the boat.
And that'll save you from the PCP heads, how?
Yes.
Listen, I'm almost out of ammo, so I think we need to go to the frickin' police station. Maybe there's people still there. I don't know.
Why wouldn't there be? Something's going on here. I think that's the place where everyone would be.
Well, you'd think if cops were there, they would have, come running after you heard a bunch of gunfire. Speaking of which, I can still barely hear.
And maybe they got to deal with a lot of these people. You don't know how much of this drug got into town. If it is a drug.
What else would it be?
I don't know.
It's like some bad movie.
Whatever. Eugene, we're either going to leave you here to the mercy of whatever else comes, or you're going to come with us and stay safe. Either's fine with me. I lose a person who wrecks all my cars. But I'd rather you come because you're a good friend and you're a good source of money. Basically, get your ass up here before I come down there.
Fine, just let me make a sandwich first.
Whatever. Okay. Point is, I don't think we can stay here as much as we want to. Because if another one of those things come here, I don't know what we're going to do because...
Probably going to take out another door trying to kill it.
Shush. So, I think it's in our best interest to go to the police station where they have police-type stuff. Like guns.
Well, look. There's plenty of food here. I'm hungry. Let's grab some shit and head down the road.
That's what I was saying. We're going to pack as much of it into, like, Potman's little bag and then, carries, like, sandwiches and stuff with us. I don't know.
Sounds good to me.
I mean, they might get soggy in the rain, but I'm already soaked to the bone.
Nah, my little bag's pretty good.
Potman, we're putting stuff in your bag. That's final.
Right, like I'm saying, it's not going to get soaked.
Can we, Grimith, check
I still got animal
bedrooms and see
crackers.
if there's
I don't have any
another
animal
bag?
crackers.
You can certainly get some makeshift bags. A nice little paper bags. But
something that isn't luggage from the 20s.
I have something.
There's some stuff you can certainly patch together something sort of makeshift or some sort
Is it a knitting satchel?
we can go all neo scavenger on this and put plastic bags over backpacks.
It can certainly be a little knitting satchel. Yes, 7. That sounds good to me.
Wonderful.
From a little sewing kid in the master bedroom.
All right. Load up on food. I guess we're gonna hobble around.
Yeah. Take some of the lighter food, though. I don't feel like carrying 50 pounds in cans. Plus, how are we going to open cans?
With a can opener?
Blasphemy.
These are old people. They probably have, a handheld can opener.
It's probably an electric one.
I'm going to fill up the med kit bag up with anything I can find in the bathroom.
All right. Med kit's fully replenished. You folks can certainly carry, maybe, we'll say, with your makeshift shit, we'll say, don't want to travel too heavily there. Maybe 2 or 3 days of food. We'll say 3 days of food worth between each of you.
Right.
Tony's gonna go in the bathroom and he's gonna take a couple ibuprofen.
Okay. Tony takes a couple ibuprofen.
It's not gonna do anything. We're just like, I got a headache.
But he is reckless, and he definitely fancies himself as being more awesome than that, and everyone just saw him be less awesome than what he thought he was.
Yeah.
Ibuprofen, reckless shit. He's taking 3.
I'm taking
Gonna
the
push
whole,
the limits.
Push it to the limit.
taking at least 4.
At least.
At least 4.
That's like maximum recommended dosage on that.
He's not even drinking water afterwards. Oh man.
He's gonna down it with some piss beer.
Yeah. Chugged. Okay.
Before we
everybody-
head out, check out the windows and make sure we're not about to get
Squadra.
swarmed by zombie PCP fiends.
Sure.
Zombies?
Aidan can most definitely give another D10 plus or anyone who feels like scouring the sites can give a D10 plus perception plus notice -4, and due to the intense weather conditions as well as the the darkness.
Gonna look out for the back better.
Sure.
I am the worst roller.
Tony's like, I don't think I see anything out there.
I don't see anything over here either.
I think we're good. I think we're good, guys.
Coast is clear.
Looks clear.
Wanna go out the back door?
Well, that's the only one that works now.
True.
Unless you want to go climb over the thing out front.
No. I got a question. Since my leg was ripped up, does that lower my speed at all?
I don't think it was too much. You do have some nerves of steel. Well, you aren't particularly immune to pain. You're reckless. You can push your way through.
Fight through the pain.
You're still the slowest character of the lot, anyway.
You're traveling at my pace, motherfuckers.
It's true. And Trusty Tony refuses to be shown up and you slow down even more.
Nope. Get a swagger in my old man pants.
Swag.
Yep, and I think we continue. We slide out the side door and continue on towards the police station, which I think was down the road from here.
Yeah, it was further on. It looks like it's at the other end of this little hamlet.
It most certainly is, yes.
Didn't see
Along
Potman
with
jump.
the Rodney's Diner and the Civil War Monument.
Civil War Monument, yes.
Well,
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll go ahead and reveal a little bit more of that area that you guys were in that.
And there's the town hall too.
We'll go ahead and drag the party back to the gray box. Ta-da! We'll hide where you guys are coming from. Ta-da! And off you guys go. Now, how are you folks going through these alleyways and streets and the main road of? How are you guys making your way across town?
Straight down
how
the center
lit is
line.
I hear the quickest path is a straight line, so we're gonna be sneaking. Nah, Tony don't sneak, but nobody.
I assume we're moving fairly cautiously from building to building, checking around corners before moving on, but I wouldn't imagine we're doing SEAL Team 6 shit. Does that seem
You
accurate?
wouldn't imagine, and yet.
and yet is
Okay. Are
it is
most
reve-
of the people here trained to move tactically?
well, now that you
I got
ask, me,
stealth.
I am so tactical. What are you talking about?
I believe I remember your tacticalness being denied.
now that
I
you
don't-
mention it,
I don't know what the fuck you're remembering. I don't remember that.
So I think we're doing this cautiously, but we're still making a fairly good click.
Okay, how about you all see here? Let me go ahead and check just to make sure, and just to ensure that yeah, Potman's got it. That's good. So does Cheryl. And all right, we're looking here for D10 plus dexterity plus stealth rolls. If you don't have stealth, -2. But all of you receive an extra +8 bonus due to the intense darkness as well as the sheets of rain pouring down and everything.
How much for not having it?
I have all the
-2.
stuff.
-2. Trusty Tony, like a ninja.
Gee, Trusty Tony is pretty sneaky there.
At least I'm not being, at least I'm not knocking over trash cans like someone.
All right. All of you employ every sort of conventional, sneaking tactic compiled from all of your books and movies and television and the radio and everything that screams common sense to you all. You're not exactly sure, but you how much of this is you just being effective and how much of it is due to the intense darkness, the rain. I mean, we're getting on 1 in the morning here, and it still hasn't let up. It's pretty heavy out there. And going on through, as you slowly make your way through Summer Meadow, heading north towards the police station, there's definitely a lot of carnage out in the streets. You've got vehicles sort of haphazardly placed everywhere. Buildings have been broken into. Houses, lovely little storefronts, places like that. You've got people, folks who look like they were people, dead out there in the streets, along with a few animals. It's very difficult to make your way through here, and there's you actually end up stopping before you get more than say a good solid a few blocks before you end up noticing the shapes of what you think is movement in the far distance, down the main thoroughfare, under the street lamps, sort of around in this area.
Are they moving like normal people would, or like PCP hobos would?
Go ahead and give me a perception plus notice, -6 due to the range.
Well, shit.
I actually can't succeed on this unless it was only him rolling.
You all can roll. You can roll a 10, possibly, and would qualify for the rule of 10 thus.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, Trusty Tony is fucking
You actually made the roll of 1.
He rolled 1. He's fucking it's they look like there's 4 or 5 of them, they're going under the light. Well, looks like there's actual people out there.
Well, that's good. We're not the only ones around here.
A little suspicious, though, with all the gunshots and whatnot, that they're just walking around.
And the heavy rain.
In the heavy rain.
At 1:30 in the morning.
That is pretty suspicious.
They're not fist pumping, so.
They don't appear to be fist pumping, no.
Better to go around them just to be safe. They might be cops.
I do intend to go into a police station.
And
the excuse for avoiding them is because they might be cops?
Well, come on, I'm high as a kite, guys.
He's high as a kite. We don't want to get arrested now. We just killed 2 people. Wait, you killed 2 people. It's all on you.
I'm pretty sure those were not normal people.
Whatever, you killed them.
The missing half of the head gives it away.
Oh, what? So just because someone's on drugs, that means that they're not real people?
Do you know any drugs like that?
Fucking pig.
Are those the kind of drugs you're putting out there?
Your pot's different, man. I don't think your pot makes you glow.
And bite people in the shoulder and rip off your finger, flesh, and claw at people.
Well, I mean, it can make you do some of those things.
I don't think you bite down that hard, though.
I don't trust them. Not because they might be cops, but I just don't trust them.
Well, you do admit they might be cops.
I hope they are.
And that you don't trust them.
They're not acting like cops.
I don't know. How do cops act?
Sneaky.
Cars with lights, flashlights, walking around with purpose.
Perhaps
hiding in bushes, waiting to bust you for things.
Well,
so we avoid them, yeah?
I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't need no...
So, how far you guys want to go out of your way here?
What, like a block over, maybe?
Could certainly do that if you so wanted.
Along this side instead?
Yeah, you could if you wanted.
Open to suggestions.
As long as we don't see more
You're a
people
cop.
over there.
Yeah. We can cut through backyards, I guess.
As Potman submits because I'm a cop.
Dude, I figure you know how to sneak to cop stations better than I do. I'm just trying to get away from them.
All right, so I guess we're going a little out of our way here.
Hmm.
Certainly
Yeah,
possible. I'll go ahead and reveal a bit more here. Ah. Do 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 do. And go ahead and give me a minute here. I gotta make sure I calculate something. It's it's not important or a big deal or anything. Actually, I don't feel like fucking doing this myself. Go ahead and give me some more perception plus notice -6 rolls, if you would be so kind. This can be hearing based, so you can add anything relating to hearing if that should help you.
And
got
now I
the-
have to go look at that acute sense.
So, are my danger senses tingling for this purpose?
Yes.
Then I got a 3.
Exceptional.
I got a -1. Nothing's the matter.
Yeah.
Man, this group is rolling a lot of ones.
That is a
We're all
basic
the one-
success. Which case, so Cheryl, being the most observant in the rain and the hell and the holy fucking shit, what the fuck is this?
Oh, Jesus.
Wheeling the corner, Cheryl notices this, but too late. End up being within a group of like 6 of these emaciated, like gruesome, grotesque, golden-eyed looking humans who are sort of like piled over on top of what appears to be the fallen frame of another human. You're within about 5 yards, and as soon as you like step within that, all 6 of them stop and they swivel their heads to look at you.
Good news, they're not cops.
Bad news.
What do you do?
Call the cops.
They've definitely seen me. How far am I away from the rest of the party?
You're like right together. You just so ends up that you be the one who's spotting this. Tony's continuing to derp-a-derp.
I'm going to say a few simple words. Run now. And then I'm going to attempt to book it.
Okay. Fucking Cheryl books it in the rain. All 3 of the others now notice, like, these frames as they stand up. And on their creaky musculature, they begin shambling towards you.
There's reckless and then there's suicidal.
Exactly.
Yes.
Even
Tony's
says it in
not-
his trait.
Tony's not suicidal yet. Tony's gonna run.
Okay.
Or hobble.
Nah, running's
Adrenaline's a hell of a drug, let's put it that way.
fine. Aidan, Potman?
Potman has a speed of 12 and a +6 to dashing.
Yes.
He's gone.
Fucking gone.
Oh god, I'm the slowest one here. I'm gonna die.
Ryan.
Booking it.
Alright. Tony notices that even though he is the slowest among the lot, these creatures couldn't even remotely catch up to him if he were just walking. They are that slow.
Huh.
Just sort of like whether it's the PCP Mortis or whatever the fuck it is. PCP Mortis. They move so stiffly when they're sort of like shambling. Whenever he looks behind them, they're easily lost. Where are we running, kids? We just like running? Like away?
I imagine it'd take a few quick steps back and then turn to run, but if they're not pursuing that quickly...
Yeah.
I'm going to look behind me and see if they've been eaten.
No, looks like the rest of the group is still alive, and you guys have definitely put enough space in between you where you can't see them anymore.
I'm going to attempt to head towards where I know the police station is and use my stealth to get there. I don't really care about the rest of these people now.
Okay. And everyone else?
Follow.
Yeah, police station seems like a good idea at the moment.
Yeah.
Cops aren't good for much, but they are good for stopping other people from shooting you.
Cheryl sort of isolates herself and stealths herself, and there are more groups of these. Groups
I am
of
pretty good at
6,
stealth.
8, 10, 12. And it doesn't seem, no matter how stealthy it is, it's like they know.
Well then,
She ends up getting just so close enough. And whether it's like behind walls, behind houses, she's smart and savvy enough to notice that they begin their slow march towards her. She could quickly get surrounded. Well, not quickly, but she could be surrounded.
well, I'm definitely not stupid, but I'm not necessarily a genius. I'm not suicidal. I think I'm gonna try to guiltily get back towards where I think the group is going.
In that case, all of you who end up inevitably trying to go towards the police station, this ends up being the case too. And now that you all are just sort of prone to like noticing these things, these little shapes and shadows out of the corners of your eyes, all these little sort of gusts of wind that you thought were just wind through the alleys and the small streets between the houses, no. Those are figures. Street lamp casting it, the sickly golden glow appearing from the eyes. Humans, men and women, children, the elderly, all sorts of shapes and conditions, moving along on those creaky bones.
Shit.
I'm gonna need a bigger gun.
I want all of you to make difficult intelligence tests for me. 1d10 plus your intelligence. Okay. Alright. Yeah, there is quite a sort of lot of shuffling and marching. It appears to be everywhere you turn in the middle of these streets. So the way to the police station, you're not exactly sure how many of these... You're not even sure what the fuck they are. You'd have to go through.
Grimith, just a question for clarification.
Yeah.
Was that
up?
counted as an attributed alone test, so it would be double your int on the roll, or...?
No, this was a difficult, so it would just
Okay.
be your single attribute rather than
Just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. But judging by the look and like conditions of these various houses and storefronts and the cars and whatever, something bad happened to this just lovely little summer meadow.
I look
think
at
we
the
found
group
that out
and say,
fantastic.
this wasn't PCP.
What was it then?
I'm starting to believe what you said totally unironically about government tests. You have won me over to your crackpot conspiracy theories.
The paranoid guy called it a crackpot conspiracy.
Yeah, sure. The group has ended up reuniting, sort of huddling together, and these things though do manage to be quite a bit of pursuers, but it's sort of in the shadows and darkness. It doesn't seem like they can spot too well.
Are there any back the way we came?
No, you could backtrack.
Think it'd
We
be
need
a good idea to get out of Dodge?
Yeah, but the problem with this is we don't have a car.
There's cars out there.
Yeah.
We just need a tire.
Or one that
I
actually
drive
has,
on a shit tire.
or one that actually has gas and a battery.
Like, you've got tools to change a tire, right? You just don't got a tire?
I didn't hear that we had a tire iron.
Shit.
I mean, we might have the tools to replace a battery in that dead car.
That's easy. Let's just go do that.
Yeah.
I
Go
assume
back.
we had a wrench with the hammer.
Yeah, we could probably pick it up from one of those cars.
We'll figure it out when we get there. It's better than this.
Yeah. Worst case scenario is I can just hotwire a car. Don't give me a look like that. You need to know these things. And,
Yeah, when your customers bring in cars for trades that don't have keys.
Yeah, just gotta.
Yeah.
Then I've
Okay,
gotta. Then I've gotta take out the steering column, get a key made that fits it.
Mm-hmm.
Just stuff.
What are you guys talking about? We're all criminals.
Smack Pothead in the back of the head, please.
I
Potman.
break into places and I relieve them of their goods. That's not criminal.
Anyway, I think we're walking or jogging at this point out of town, back the way we came.
You folks can certainly attempt to do such. You are approaching 2 in the morning by this point, looking at a watch. You all are very tired, having been jogging through the rain for several hours. And that's when the paranoia sets in, especially from Potman, of seeing these shadowy shapes at every possible turn. Jogging through the darkness particularly does not help.
Clutch tighter to that maglet.
It's a shit deal, but we don't have much choice.
You folks can certainly end up going back through. But passing by the house you had been in, looking towards the gas station, you guys didn't examine that too well. Mm-hmm. And there are definitely some friends out there who just love to hug you.
I'm not in a hugging mood, sorry.
They're not really my type.
You know, I think they might not even be friends.
And another jiggling at it.
Well, looks like as we're heading down the road there, I assume we start to see the shadows ahead of us.
Oh, yeah.
I'm guessing that path might not even be a choice. We might need to cut this way.
So you're saying we need to go into the woods?
You could
go around them.
You could run into the houses. There's certainly the house that you left behind. You could cut into the woods. Though keep in mind, you guys have not. You only just drove on the main thoroughfare before. You don't know exactly what's out there. You don't even have a map.
No, but I know what's right in front of us. There might be one in the gas station. Oh shit! Never mind.
Old people don't need maps because they don't go anywhere.
That being said, these the sort of things that are like, you know, they're shambling around their shapes. They're busy with all sorts of other sort of destruction, and a few of them are beating on houses of their own. A few of them are eating livestock or what you assume are other people. It only ends up being whenever you skirt within like great eyesight or get relatively close. And when you get relatively close, that's when they all, like every single one of the group, it's not just one that notices you, all of them shift towards you and begin going. If they're not already preoccupied. You can sort of see, the problem is that in this condition, with your fatigue and the rain and the weather, you're not sure how many there are. And just like one false slip or like a trip or whatever, and you could end up being isolated.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And ahead of us looks like several groups, whereas over here looks like clearish.
It looks like mud to me.
Okay, so you'd be traveling through still the wreckage of of the remnants of the fire from the gas station.
Oh, it's not currently on fire.
No. Just not the easily traversable terrain. Certainly you could. You could
Well, if we don't have an easy time doing it, I don't think these friends will have an easy time traversing it.
No. So it's up to you folks, but standing out here in the middle of the street with the rain beating down on you not in the middle of the street, but in better vision than you would otherwise be is not the best place.
As Grimith keeps inching the icons closer.
Whatever we do, just do it now.
Jack the battery from our car, put it in the other one, and go.
We have a problem. We need to get to the cars.
Yeah, it was a mile down the road.
So book it. Look at these shambling.
Grimith, is there enough space between these groups? Because we realize at least the ones we've seen so far are fairly slow. Would we be able to, serpentine between them?
You could try.
Let's try.
Let's try it. Why not?
If everyone, you would recognize that Tony is the slowest of the lot. And while he is faster still than all these walking, you are looking at running a mile back down into the woods with the soft clay on the side of the road, and you know how slick it's been.
I mean, we could avoid the running and just run past the groups and then walk briskly if we want to avoid fatigue. It would take longer, though.
Dash them power.
Power swagger down the road.
There's also, and you know, this is also just pitching this out there. You know, some of the intelligent person would know. There's no guarantee that these things might not even be down there.
Nope.